Ever imagine yourself like way more productive by noon than most people are, like all week?
Oh, yeah.
Picture this, right? You've got soaring health and happiness, effortlessly crushing your goals.
Right.
Sounds pretty good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That's the promise of the 5 a.m. Club by Robin Sharma.
Okay.
And we're diving deep into its secrets today,
I like it.
just for you.
All right. It's a fascinating approach. You know, Sharma, he doesn't just throw out like generic advice.
Right.
He weaves a narrative. It's like a journey with mentors and like unique characters to show how powerful a dedicated morning routine can be.
Now, before we get into that, for our listeners who love these deep dives into big ideas, don't forget to subscribe to our bookshelf feed for even more transformative content.
Great idea.
Okay, back to the 5 a.m. Club.
Right.
We've got a stack of notes and excerpts from the book ready to extract the gold, our mission, to distill those core lessons, the actionable tactics and surprising mindset shifts that could like totally revolutionize your daily routine.
Okay.
You ready to unlock your potential?
Absolutely. Let's jump in.
Okay, lesson number 1.
All right.
The power of what Sharma calls the victory hour.
Okay.
This is the time between 5 and 6 a.m.
Right.
And he claims it can transform your entire life.
Wow.
Why is this hour so crucial?
Well, the victory hour is all about optimizing your inner world
Mm-hmm.
before the outer world's demands kind of take over.
Okay.
Sharma argues that outer success actually stems from inner mastery.
So it's not just about getting a jump on your to-do list.
Not at all.
Okay.
It's about intentionally creating a powerful internal state.
Gotcha.
Sharma breaks this hour down into what he calls the 20-20-20 formula.
Okay.
3 20-minute segments dedicated to move, reflect, and grow.
So let's break that down.
Okay.
First up, move. What does that entail exactly?
So Sharma is a big advocate for intense exercise.
Oh, yeah.
During those first 20 minutes. Think like vigorous cardio, strength training, anything that gets your heart rate up and your body sweating.
I got you.
He says it's about waking up your physical self and in turn, priming your mind for peak performance.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But what about those of us who aren't exactly morning workout people?
Sure.
I know I struggle with that.
Well, Sharma emphasizes that willpower is a skill you can build.
Okay.
It's like a muscle.
Uh-huh.
The more you use it, the stronger it gets.
Yeah.
Even if you start with just a few minutes of movement each morning, you'll gradually shift your mindset
Okay.
and actually start craving that morning energy boost.
So even if it feels tough at first, the key is consistency.
Absolutely.
Right.
And remember, it's not just about the physical benefits.
Right.
Exercise triggers those feel-good hormones, improves focus,
Yeah.
boosts creativity, setting the stage for a more productive and fulfilling day.
Got it.
It's a win-win, really.
All right, so lesson 2 dives into the 4 interior empires. Mindset, Heartset, Healthset, and Soulset.
Right.
Tell me more about these inner domains.
Sure. Sharma's point is that lasting success, the kind that truly fulfills you,
Right.
requires working on these 4 inner realms.
Okay.
Think of them as the foundation for everything you want to achieve in life.
Got it.
Each empire builds upon the others, creating a powerful force for reaching your full potential.
So if we start with mindset,
All right.
is it just about thinking positive thoughts?
It's a lot deeper than that.
Okay.
While optimism is important,
Mm-hmm.
Sharma stresses mental toughness,
Okay.
discipline, and a commitment to lifelong learning.
Gotcha.
A powerful mindset, he argues, is about pushing yourself beyond your comfort zone.
Okay.
Embrace challenges as opportunities, not roadblocks.
So it's less about avoiding difficulties
Yeah,
and more about having the strength to overcome them.
exactly.
Okay.
Sharma highlights tools like visualization,
Yeah.
positive self-talk, and focusing on solutions
Wow.
instead of dwelling on problems.
Gotcha.
He wants you to be proactive, not reactive.
Got it. Next up is Heartset.
Right.
What does that involve?
Heartset is all about managing your emotions effectively.
Yeah.
It's about building resilience and nurturing fulfilling relationships.
Okay.
Think emotional intelligence, empathy,
Yeah.
letting go of any past hurts that might be holding you back.
I can definitely relate to that.
Sure.
It's so easy to get bogged down by negativity or let past experiences control your present state.
Yeah, it's a common struggle.
Yeah.
But Sharma reminds us that we have the power to choose our responses.
Right.
He suggests practices like journaling,
Okay.
gratitude exercises, and surrounding yourself with positive influences.
Yeah.
All these help to cultivate a more resilient and joyful heart set.
So you're actively shaping your emotional landscape
Yeah.
rather than being controlled by it.
Precisely. Now let's talk about Healthset.
I'm guessing this one's pretty straightforward.
Sure.
All about diet,
Yeah.
exercise, and sleep right.
You're on the right track.
Okay.
But Sharma takes a holistic approach. He emphasizes the interconnectedness of our physical, mental, and emotional health.
Gotcha.
And he dives deep into the science of sleep, arguing that most people are chronically underslept.
Wow.
Which undermines their productivity and well-being.
So he's got a specific sleep pattern he recommends, doesn't he?
He does.
Okay.
Sharma advocates for 5 complete 90-minute sleep cycles. That's 7.5 hours for most people.
Okay.
He's really focused on the importance of deep sleep for cell regeneration, hormone production, and cognitive function.
It's interesting because so many people think they can function on less sleep.
Right.
But he's saying that's actually counterproductive.
Exactly.
Interesting.
He emphasizes that even mild sleep deprivation can have a huge impact on cognitive function, willpower, stress levels, and your overall well-being.
So prioritizing sleep is actually an investment in your productivity and well-being.
Absolutely.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, and last but not least, we have Soulset.
All right.
What does that encompass?
This is about connecting with your purpose,
okay,
living with intention, and contributing to something larger than yourself.
Gotcha.
Sharma wants you to reflect on your values, your passions, and what truly brings you joy.
This sounds a bit more spiritual than the others.
It is. Sharma believes that true fulfillment comes from aligning your actions with your core values and striving to make a positive impact on the world.
I like that.
He suggests things like meditation, mindfulness, and spending time in nature to nurture your soul set.
So it's about integrating your personal values with your actions.
Yes, and finding that sense of purpose that gives your life meaning.
Okay, so we've covered the power of the victory hour and the importance of those 4 interior empires.
Right.
What comes next?
What do we actually put these principles into action in our daily lives?
That's where the 20-20-20 formula comes in.
Okay.
Giving you a clear structure for maximizing each part of your victory hour.
We know the first 20 minutes are for moving our bodies.
Right.
What happens after that?
The next 20 minutes are dedicated to reflection.
Okay.
This is where you journal, meditate, or just sit in quiet contemplation. Yeah. The goal is to clear your mind.
Yeah.
Process any emotions that are coming up and get some clarity for the day ahead.
So it's that quiet time to connect with your inner wisdom before the day's chaos begins.
Exactly. And the final 20 minutes are all about growth.
Okay.
This is your chance to expand your knowledge and skills, whether that's through reading, listening to podcasts, or any activity that fuels your intellectual and personal development.
So the victory hour becomes a microcosm of a well-rounded life.
Physical activity, emotional processing, and intellectual stimulation. Yeah. All before most people even hit the snooze button.
Precisely. And by dedicating this first hour to nurturing yourself, you lay the foundation for a more productive, fulfilling, and meaningful day.
It all sounds incredible in theory.
Sure.
But I have to admit, getting up at 5 a.m. sounds pretty daunting.
Right.
Especially for those of us who aren't exactly morning people.
Yeah.
How does Sharma address this?
Well, he knows it's not going to be easy, especially for people used to hitting that snooze button.
Yeah.
But he emphasizes starting gradually.
Okay.
Maybe by waking up just 15 minutes earlier than usual and slowly working towards that 5 a.m. goal.
So it's more about building momentum and rewiring your habits rather than expecting an overnight transformation.
Exactly. Remember, Sharma provides a ton of practical tips and strategies to make this transition smoother. He's big on creating a consistent sleep schedule, optimizing your sleep environment, and designing a morning routine that truly excites you.
Now, I'm really curious about these strategies.
Sure.
Can you give us a sneak peek into some of Sharma's key tips?
Of course.
For establishing a consistent and empowering morning routine?
Well, one of his most powerful concepts is the tight bubble of total focus.
Okay.
It's a strategy for maximizing productivity by minimizing distractions.
Intriguing. Tell me more about this bubble.
So Sharma argues that our modern world is filled with distractions that completely fragment our attention and drain our energy.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Okay.
How often are you trying to work with a million tabs open?
Yeah.
Your phone buzzing with notifications?
All the time.
Right.
It's definitely a struggle to stay focused.
Exactly. Sharma encourages you to create a metaphorical bubble around your work. A space where you can fully immerse yourself in the task at hand, free from those constant interruptions.
So it's about consciously designing an environment that fosters focus and flow.
That's the idea. And it's not just physical space.
Okay.
It's about mental discipline as well. You have to resist the urge to check emails,
Right.
scroll through social media, or multitask during those crucial focus sessions.
This is so relevant today.
It is.
With the constant information overload and digital distractions, it's easy to feel scattered and overwhelmed.
Exactly. And Sharma argues that this constant state of distraction not only kills your productivity and also depletes your creativity and your overall well-being.
Okay.
He's a big believer in prioritizing deep work.
What does he mean by deep work?
Deep work is those extended periods of focused concentration where you can truly tap into your potential.
Right.
It's about giving your full attention to a task and allowing yourself to get into that flow state.
This makes so much sense. I know when I'm constantly interrupted.
Yeah.
It takes me forever to get anything done.
Right.
And the quality of my work suffers. So how do we actually create this tight bubble of total focus?
Well,
what are some steps we can take?
Sharma has a few key strategies.
Okay.
First, you need to designate specific times for deep work and protect them fiercely.
Okay.
Let people know you're unavailable during those times.
Right.
Turn off all notifications and get rid of any potential distractions in your environment.
So it's about setting clear boundaries and really prioritizing those focused work sessions.
Exactly. Second, he recommends creating a pre-work ritual.
Okay.
Something that signals to your brain that it's time to enter that focused state.
Like making a cup of tea.
Sure.
Listening to calming music. Or even just taking a few deep breaths.
Exactly. Find what works for you.
Okay.
And use it consistently to train your mind.
Gotcha. And lastly, he emphasizes the importance of managing your energy levels.
Right.
Deep work requires a lot of mental effort. So you need to fuel your body and mind throughout the day.
Yeah.
Take breaks, eat nutritious meals,
right,
and get enough sleep.
Yeah.
It all ties back to those interior empires.
It does.
This is all really helpful, but let's shift gears for a minute.
Okay.
Sharma also talks about mastering habits, right?
He does.
What's his take on willpower and consistency?
He dedicates a whole chapter to habit formation.
Okay.
He says that our daily routines ultimately shape our lives.
Right.
And he reveals what he calls the 5 scientific truths and 3 values of heroic habit makers.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
All right.
What are these truths and values, and how can they help us build strong, lasting habits?
Well, the first truth is that world-class willpower isn't something you're born with.
Sure.
It's a skill developed through practice, just like training a muscle.
So it's not about having exceptional self-discipline. It's about consciously building it.
You got it. The second truth is that personal discipline is also like a muscle.
Okay.
The more you push yourself, the stronger it gets.
Sharma wants you to actively seek out challenges, even when they're uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Because that's how you grow.
So stepping outside your comfort zone is key for developing resilience and self-control.
Absolutely. The third truth is that willpower weakens when you're tired, just like any muscle would.
Right.
Recovery is essential for reaching your full potential.
That makes perfect sense. We can't expect to constantly push ourselves without giving our minds and bodies time to rest and recharge.
Exactly. The fourth truth gets into the mechanics of building a habit.
Okay.
There's a 4-part pattern for automating any routine. Trigger, routine, reward, and repetition.
All right.
You start with a trigger that initiates the behavior you want. Design a specific routine to follow. Associate the routine with the reward that reinforces it.
Right.
And then repeat the process consistently until it becomes automatic.
That's a really practical framework. What's the 5th truth?
The 5th truth is that increasing self-control in one area of your life
actually elevates self-control in all areas.
Interesting.
It has this ripple effect.
So the discipline you develop in one area spills over into other aspects of your life.
Exactly. And now for the 3 values of heroic habit makers.
Okay.
The first is that victory demands consistency and persistence. You have to show up day after day, even when you don't feel like it.
So it's all about honoring your commitments and building self-trust through action.
Precisely. The second value is that following through on what you start determines the level of respect you have for yourself.
Okay.
And the third value is that to achieve extraordinary results, you have to be willing to do the things that most people aren't.
It's about embracing that discomfort.
Yeah.
And pushing beyond the norm.
Exactly. And by internalizing these truths and values, we can empower ourselves to build those powerful habits that will transform our productivity, well-being, and ultimately our lives.
This is all incredibly insightful.
Thank you.
Now, before we wrap up this part of our deep dive, can you give us a sneak peek at some of those 10 tactics of lifelong genius that Sharma talks about?
Of course, these tactics are designed to complement the 20-20-20 formula and really boost your productivity and effectiveness.
I'm all ears.
Well, we've already touched on the pipe bubble of total focus.
Right.
But there's so much more to explore.
Okay.
We'll delve into the rest of these tactics and uncover even more of Sharma's wisdom in the next part of our deep dive.
I'm already hooked.
Right.
This has been an amazing exploration of the 5 a.m. Club so far.
Yeah, it has.
Packed with actionable insights and inspiring strategies.
It's been a pleasure unpacking these ideas with you. And remember, the journey to mastery is ongoing.
Right.
We'll continue exploring how to make these principles a reality.
Absolutely.
In your own life in the next part of our deep dive.
Sounds good.
Welcome back to our deep dive into the 5 a.m. Club. We're uncovering Robin Sharma's powerful strategies for a life of maximized productivity, creativity, and fulfillment.
Yeah, last time we left off, you really got me hooked.
What?
With a bit of a cliffhanger.
Okay.
About those 10 tactics of lifelong genius.
Oh, right.
What are some of these game-changing strategies that Sharma says can elevate our performance and well-being?
Well, remember, we talked about the tight bubble of total focus.
Right.
And there are 9 more,
okay,
each targeting a different area for improvement.
I'm ready for a rapid-fire rundown of all 10.
Let's do it.
Hit me with it.
Okay. Tactic number 1 is, of course, the tight bubble of total focus. It's about creating a distraction-free environment to safeguard your mental focus, your energy, willpower, your talent, and time.
Right. Minimizing those interruptions and really getting into that deep work.
Exactly.
What's next?
Tactic number 2 is the 90901 rule.
Okay.
This one's about laser focus.
Right.
For 90 days straight, dedicate the first 90 minutes of your workday to your single most important tasks, your top priority.
I like that. I can definitely see how that kind of consistent focus would lead to some major breakthroughs.
Oh, yeah.
What's tactic number 3?
Tactic number 3 is the 60-10 method.
Okay.
And it's all about balancing those intense work periods with strategic breaks. The idea is to alternate between 60-minute work sprints and 10-minute renewal breaks to prevent burnout.
So you're acknowledging that we can't operate at 100% all day long.
Exactly.
And building in those rest periods is key.
Yeah.
Smart.
It is. Tactic number 4 is the daily 5 concept.
Okay.
Every single day, pinpoint the 5 most crucial things you need to accomplish.
Got it.
That ruthless prioritization keeps you from getting lost in the weeds of less important tasks.
So it's all about being laser focused on what truly moved the needle. I love it.
I like it too.
Okay, what's next?
Tactic number 5 might sound intense.
Okay.
But it's the second wind workout.
Okay.
Sharma believes in engaging in a second workout at the end of your workday to recharge for the evening.
A second workout.
I know, right?
Wow.
But he says it boosts your energy, sharpens your decision-making, and helps you wind down more effectively.
Okay. I'm intrigued, but also a little intimidated.
Yeah.
What's number 6?
Tactic number 6 is the traffic university.
Okay.
It's about turning your commute, which can feel like wasted time, into valuable personal development. Think audiobooks, podcasts, language lessons, anything that feeds your mind.
That's a great way to reclaim that time and turn it into something positive.
It is. Tactic number 7 is the dream team technique. And it's all about surrounding yourself with the right people.
Gotcha.
Those positive, supportive, inspiring individuals who challenge you to grow and elevate your thinking.
The power of a strong network is undeniable.
It is.
Okay, give me number 8.
Tactic number 8 is the weekly design system. A dedicated time each week to plan your schedule. Map out your goals. And review your progress. This keeps you on track and maximizes your effectiveness.
It's that step back to assess, adjust, and stay aligned with your big picture goals.
Exactly.
All right, what are the last 2?
Okay, tactic number 9 is the 60-minute student.
Okay.
Where you dedicate at least 60 minutes daily to learning and personal growth. That could be anything from reading to taking online courses.
Lifelong learning is key.
It is.
Okay, and finally, the 10th tactic.
Tactic number 10 is 2 masterpiece days.
Okay.
Where you schedule 2 days a week to disconnect from technology and dive deep into focused work and creative pursuits.
Those sound like incredibly productive and creatively fulfilling days, but also a challenge in our hyper-connected world.
They are, but Sharma says these focused bursts of deep work can lead to those aha moments and breakthroughs that just aren't possible with constant distractions.
Okay, so we've got the 20-20-20 formula for optimizing our mornings. And these 10 tactics for maximizing productivity and fulfillment throughout the day. But Sharma also really emphasizes sleep.
He does.
What are his key insights on getting those crucial Z's?
He calls sleep the most important productivity tool.
Wow.
And highlights its role in creativity, peak performance, and longevity.
Okay.
It's not just about quantity.
Right.
He goes deep into the science of sleep cycles and recommends 5 complete 90-minute cycles for most people.
He doesn't mess around with sleep recommendations.
He does not.
So he wants us to prioritize reaching that deep sleep phase where our brains clear out toxins and solidify memories, right?
Exactly. He's adamant that even mild sleep deprivation significantly impacts cognitive function, willpower, stress levels, and overall well-being.
And it's ironic because so many of us sacrifice sleep in the name of productivity.
Right.
Not realizing it's actually hurting us in the long run.
That's the trap, right?
Yeah.
We think we're gaining an edge by working late,
right,
but we're actually sabotaging our performance.
Yeah.
Sharma reminds us that a well-rested mind is a sharper, more focused, and more creative mind.
So to be our best selves, we need to prioritize rest.
Yeah.
And make sure we're getting those 7.5 hours of quality sleep.
That's right.
Okay, shifting gears a bit.
All right.
Sharma also talks about the importance of purpose and living with intention.
Yeah.
What are his insights on connecting with our soul set, as he calls it?
He believes true fulfillment comes from aligning our actions with our core values and contributing to something bigger than ourselves.
Okay.
He encourages you to think about your passions, your unique talents, and the impact you want to make on the world.
So it's that sweet spot where our passions, skills, and the needs of the world all intersect.
Exactly. He calls this the ikigai, a Japanese concept meaning reason for being.
I love that.
Yeah.
It's about finding that purpose that drives us and gives our lives meaning.
It is, and he suggests specific practices to cultivate your soul set.
Okay.
Spend time in nature, engage in activities that bring you joy, and connect with like-minded people who share your values.
It's about taking time for those things that feed your soul.
That's right. And don't forget gratitude.
Right.
Appreciating the good in our lives and focusing on the positive is crucial.
It's about cultivating that mindset of abundance and appreciation rather than scarcity and negativity.
Exactly.
One thing that struck me about the 5 a.m. Club is how Sharma uses stories and metaphors to illustrate his points.
Right.
It makes it so much more engaging than a typical self-help book.
Yeah.
What are some of the key stories or characters that stand out to you?
Well, that's one of the book's strengths.
Yeah.
It's not just about concepts and strategies.
Right.
It's a transformative journey we're on with the character.
Right. It feels like we're experiencing these lessons alongside them.
Yeah.
Learning and growing together.
Exactly. And one of the most memorable characters is the Spellbinder.
Yes.
He's this enigmatic mentor.
He is.
Who embodies the 5 a.m. Club principles.
He's so mysterious, it definitely adds to his appeal.
It does, right.
Yeah.
He's like a modern-day Socrates.
Guiding the other characters to question their beliefs and push their limits.
And then there's the billionaire, Stone Riley. What a fascinating character.
He is a self-made tycoon who at first seems a little eccentric.
Right.
But then you see his depth, generosity, and unwavering commitment to personal growth.
He's living proof that the 5 a.m. Club philosophy can lead to incredible success and fulfillment. It makes it feel attainable, you know?
Absolutely. And by watching these mentors interact with the other characters, the entrepreneur and the artist, we see them experience major shifts.
Right.
Their mindsets, habits, and ultimately their lives.
And their struggles are so relatable.
They are.
They face burnout, self-doubt, fear of things we've all experienced.
Exactly. And by witnessing their transformations, it makes us believe that we too can overcome those limitations and reach our full potential.
This brings us to a key question.
Okay.
How does Sharma suggest we actually put these principles into practice?
Yeah.
In our own lives.
It's one thing to read about them, but it's another to actually live them out.
Yeah. Sharma's all about starting small and building momentum gradually.
Okay.
Find one key habit you want to change, master that, and then move on to the next.
So it's about setting realistic goals.
Yeah.
And celebrating those small wins along the way.
That's the key. He also encourages you to design a personalized morning routine.
Okay.
That works for your individual needs and preferences.
All right.
Experiment, find what energizes you, and then stick with it.
So we're not just copying Sharma's routine verbatim.
Right.
We're adapting it to fit our own lives and personalities.
Yeah, exactly. He's big on patience and self-compassion.
Okay.
Change takes time and effort. And throughout the book, he offers a ton of practical tips, tools, and resources to support you on that journey.
It's like having a personal coach in your back pocket.
It is.
Exactly. And I think that's what makes the 5 a.m. Club so powerful. It's not just a theoretical concept.
Right.
It's a practical guide to transforming your life.
Absolutely. Now, I'm curious.
Yeah.
As we've been diving into Sharma's teachings, what are some of the key takeaways or aha moments that have stood out to you personally?
One of the biggest ones for me is that our external world is a reflection of our internal state.
Yeah.
By cultivating a positive mindset,
Right.
managing our emotions, and nurturing our physical and spiritual health.
Yeah.
We're building that foundation for success and fulfillment in all areas of our lives.
So it's that inside-out approach.
Right.
Work on those inner empires, and the outer empires will follow.
Exactly. Another takeaway from me is the power of intentionality.
Okay.
By designing our days and prioritizing our goals, we become the architects of our lives.
So we're not just reacting to whatever comes our way.
Right.
We're proactively creating the lives we want.
You got it. And lastly, Sharma's emphasis on contribution has really resonated with me. It's about finding purpose beyond ourselves.
Yeah.
And making a positive impact, big or small.
It's about infusing our lives with meaning and making a difference in the world.
Exactly. And by embracing these core principles, we can truly shift our lives from ordinary to extraordinary.
It's true. This has been such an insightful journey through the 5 a.m. Club so far.
It has.
But we've only scratched the surface. Are you ready for the final leg of our exploration?
Absolutely. Let's dive into the final part of our deep dive and uncover even more of Sharma's powerful strategies for unlocking our full potential. Welcome back to the deep dive.
Yes.
We've been on this incredible journey through Robin Sharma's The 5 a.m. Club, exploring all these powerful strategies for maximizing productivity, creativity, and fulfillment. We've covered so much ground already, but there's still more to uncover.
There is. Sharma goes even deeper.
Okay.
He wants us to challenge our very definition of success.
I'm intrigued. What does he say about redefining success?
Well, he argues that true wealth isn't just about money. It's about living a life of meaning, purpose, and impact.
It's that idea of building your outer empires.
Yeah.
As a result of mastering your inner empires, right?
Exactly. And those outer empires go way beyond just financial success.
Okay.
Think about your relationships, your health, your creativity, and your contributions to the world.
Okay.
That's true wealth.
It's a much more holistic view of success.
It is.
It's not just about what you achieve, but who you become along the way.
I think that's a key point.
Yeah.
Sharma challenges us to think differently about success.
Okay.
He says, true fulfillment comes from aligning your actions with your values. And striving to make a positive difference.
So it's about living a life of purpose rather than just chasing external validation or possessions.
Absolutely. He wants you to cultivate a mindset of abundance.
Okay.
Believing that you have the power within you to create the life you desire. And he lays out what he calls the 4 focuses of history makers. All right, these are 4 key areas to prioritize for lasting success and fulfillment.
Okay, I'm ready to hear about these 4 focuses. What's the first one?
The first is capitalization IQ.
Okay.
It's all about developing the awareness and skills to fully leverage your unique talents and resources.
Okay.
Sharma believes so many of us have untapped potential, gifts and abilities we haven't fully explored or utilized.
So it's about recognizing your strengths and honing those skills to become a master in your chosen field.
Exactly. And it's not just raw talent.
Okay.
You also need discipline, a strong work ethic, and the resilience to bounce back from setbacks and achieve your goals. It's that combination of talent and tenacity that fuels real achievement.
Makes sense. What's the second focus?
The second is freedom from distraction, which we've touched upon already. Sharma reminds us that the modern world is designed to distract us, constantly pulling at our attention and draining our energy.
And that ties back to the tight bubble of total focus.
It does.
We need to consciously create space free from those interruptions to do our best work.
Exactly. It's about being mindful of your digital consumption. How much time you spend scrolling, how many tabs you have open. It's about making conscious choices. About where you direct your time and energy.
So you're in control of technology, not the other way around.
Exactly.
I like that. What's the third focus?
The third focus is all about personal mastery.
Okay.
It's about developing the habits, routines, and mindset that support your peak performance and well-being. Think of it as mastering your physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual health.
So it's a holistic approach to self-development, nurturing all aspects of yourself.
Precisely. And Sharma emphasizes continuous learning.
Okay.
Always be curious. Seek out new knowledge and experiences. and push yourself to grow.
It's all about embracing that growth mindset.
It is.
Seeing challenges as opportunities to learn and expand.
Yeah.
Okay, now for the fourth and final focus.
The fourth focus is service to humanity.
Okay.
Sharma believes true fulfillment comes from contributing to something larger than yourself.
Right.
Using your talents and resources to make a positive impact on the world.
That resonates with his emphasis on Soulset.
It does.
On connecting with your purpose and living with intention.
Exactly. He argues that focusing on serving others
Right.
not only makes a difference in the world, but also enriches your own life with purpose and meaning.
It's a beautiful reminder that true success is about so much more than personal gain.
Yes.
It's about leaving the world a better place than you found it.
Precisely. And throughout the 5 a.m. Club, Sharma gives you tangible strategies for putting these 4 focuses into action.
Okay.
He wants you to develop your capitalization IQ by identifying your strengths, setting clear goals, and investing in your personal and professional growth.
So many actionable steps.
Yeah.
What else does he suggest?
He reminds you to fiercely protect your freedom from distraction.
Okay.
To create those boundaries around your time and energy.
Yeah.
And to be mindful of how you engage with technology.
Right.
He stresses the importance of personal mastery through practices like the 20-20-20 formula.
Yeah.
Those 10 tactics of lifelong genius.
Right.
And of course, prioritizing your physical and mental health.
Absolutely.
And finally, he encourages you to embrace service to humanity by finding ways to use your talents to support causes you care about.
It's incredibly empowering, isn't it?
It is.
It suggests that we have the power to shape our own destinies and create truly meaningful lives.
Absolutely. And the 5 a.m. Club serves as that roadmap, reminding us that success isn't a destination, but an ongoing process of growth, learning, and contribution.
It's about becoming the best versions of ourselves, not just for our own fulfillment, but for the betterment of the world around us.
Precisely. And as we wrap up our deep dive into the 5 a.m. Club, I want to leave you with Sharma's invitation.
Okay.
He urges you to join the 5 a.m. Club. Embrace the challenge of waking up early. And dedicating that first hour to nurturing those inner empires.
It's a call to action, to step into our power.
It is.
And create the lives we truly desire.
Yeah, and I think that's a great note to end on.
Absolutely.
What resonated most with you during our exploration?
Yeah, what strategies are you excited to try?
Right. What small change can you make today to start living a more productive, fulfilling, and meaningful life?
That's a great question for our listeners to ponder.
It is.
If a life of maximized productivity, creativity, and inner peace is within reach, what are you waiting for?
Right.
What step can you take today to start your journey toward joining the 5 a.m. Club? This has been The Deep Dive. Thanks for joining us.